Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Reed has it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
1-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll air this one out for Mims. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air again, Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's
looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Houston.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going for it all. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ross Blacklock showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third and long, it's Darnold. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side of Johnson. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
It's over! It's over! Let's dominate!
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Fairbairn lining up for
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drives.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
On the keeper, Dante Hightower on the stop. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28, Jets 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Right back to him on first down. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
This week covered by the Jets.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
34 on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Darnold, a quick throw out to Mims on the perimeter. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Johnson, the ball carrier. Quinnen Williams on the stop. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 22, Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Able to connect with Mims. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And 1 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, it's Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's going to be a long day. 41's coming.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Darnold now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Watch the boot. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. I got it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Got a man, it's Mims. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
1st and 10.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
He's not going to get me. Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Ready. 55.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Demir Bird. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing now, Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
2nd and 5 at the Jets' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Final score, Texans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.